I don't know. So the reason why I'm like mentioning that I don't really consider myself much of a gamer, because I don't really buy or play other games. I'm kind of lame that way. Like, the only games that I've played are chess, age games, and Halo. I mean, like, back when I was younger, I played like SimCity and Command & Conquer and the Warcraft RTS, and I played a whole bunch of games, and, you know, Nintendo games over the years. I played a whole bunch of, you know, console games. But at this point in time, you know, the last 10, 15 years of my life, 10 years of my life, I've, you know, only played a couple of games. So I'm not actively purchasing and downloading other games aside from Definitive Edition, maybe AoE 4, a new Halo, the Master Chief Collection of Halo, stuff like that, you know? I think to be a gamer, you have to do more with the hours you put into the game. Well, I disagree, Barb. And anyways, well, okay, so I think this is interesting. What Barb says. I think to be a gamer, it has more to do with the hours you put into the game. I don't agree, Barb. I do not agree. Because I think if you're a gamer, you know, it's not like teenagers that play, you know, back when I was younger, right? Like, I'd go over to my buddy's house. I barely worked. What we did, it was when Call of Duty Black Ops 1 came out in like 2008 or 2009 or something like that. Back when that came out, and he and his brothers, like, I'd be over to his house every fucking day. Or when we moved in, you know, we moved into a little apartment, and if we, you know, we moved into an apartment, that's all we fucking did. I didn't even fucking work. I just played AOM. I played AOM with my European buddies, and then, you know, in the evening, I'd go and play Call of Duty with, you know, my roommates and, you know, weed buddies, right? Stuff like that. And so, like, I played an insane amount of games, but was I a gamer? Does that make me a gamer? I don't know. Because I feel like gamer connotes... Hang on, Piggy, hang on. I think gamer connotes more than just simple participation. I think that there has to be some type of like cultural participation as well. You're still an athlete if you play one sport. I disagree, because it's not that simple. I disagree, it's not that simple. Because I've always considered myself more of an athlete than a gamer. Back when I was growing up, like when I was really young, I played every sport. And then eventually I focused in on soccer because my older brother did. And I had to do everything he did. So I was a soccer player, and, you know, I was really successful, and my team, we traveled all around the United States, and it was really great, right? So that's what, during my teenage years, I was an athlete. And even back when I was a teenager, I still played AOM, Age of Empires, AOM. I already said that. You know, plenty of other video games, but I still considered myself an athlete because, like, culturally, okay, Barb, okay. But, like, culturally, I think it's an interesting topic. Like, culturally, I might have spent more actual hours playing video games than I did playing soccer, but I still considered myself a soccer player, not a gamer. Because there's a cultural aspect of it. Like, I was interested in soccer. I was more... I prioritized soccer more than video games. I was the competitor, etc. Whereas it seems like a gamer is more interested in game development, not game development as in like building games, but like the culture of games, the culture of video games. Does that I don't know, does that make sense? Like, if you're an athlete, you might follow the professional scene. If you're a gamer, You might be familiar or follow the professional scene, or you might be really involved in the modding, the scenario, like AOM. You might be really involved in the with the modding community, the modding scene. So you're not necessarily competitive, but it's like being part of that community, right? So I might have played a shitload of video games, but I wasn't necessarily part of a community aside from playing with my buddies. Whereas with soccer, I was part of the community. I was part of the competitive scene. I reffed to earn money to pay for soccer. That's like, you know, that was fucking life, right? I don't know. I think it's a little subtle. It's a little nuanced, but I think it's a little bit interesting. It's not like how many games you play, right? It's like mastering a game that you love so much. That makes you a gamer, as if you can master a game, become a Norse king. Yeah. That's interesting, Barb. I mean, I'm really good at solitaire. I think I'm really good at solitaire. Does that make me a gamer? Does that make me a solitairer? What about Catan? I've played a fuckload of Catan. Does that make me a Catan geek, a Catan gamer? A little bit, because I was really into Catan, you know, for a couple years. I don't know. To be honest, you don't consider yourself a gamer either, even though it's mostly what you do. It's like you say, gamers, it's cultural things. You think you're right? Well, I mean, yeah, it's like okay. Let's say there's FIFA, the soccer game, right? There's FIFA. How many people around the world... Yeah, Marma. Wait, Marma. How many people around the world, they play FIFA way more than they play soccer? Podosfero, football, footy, whatever. How many people play FIFA more than they watch FIFA, like games, like professional leagues, right? So if they play FIFA and they watch the games, they attend games, they're a fan, etc., but they technically play more FIFA than they watch or participate in real life FIFA, does that mean they're a gamer? Are they a soccer player? Are they a fan? What are they? There's like a cultural aspect to it, right? You can't see someone that's really good at a game but not a gamer. I don't know, man. It is pedantic. It's absolutely pedantic, Piggy. A gamer is someone who identifies by the word gamer. It's as simple as that. Yeah. But there's also, it's like there's also common attributes. There's common attributes of gamers. They identify as a gamer because they participate in, you know, the gaming community. They participate in, I don't know, like some type of the community and culture somehow. Just like the FIFA players, they might play the FIFA video game more, but they are involved in the soccer culture by playing FIFA, by following professionals, by following, you know, individual players, etc. They're more soccer fans than gamers, even if they play a lot of FIFA. This is a discussion if you're a weebo for watching anime or not. That's an interesting too. Have I played against Boit? Of course I've played against Boit, Fire Giant. I've played against Boit many times. I'm trying to think if there's any on YouTube. I don't think there's many on YouTube. Hang on, Fire Giant. Wait. Fire Giant. Wait. So Marmelato says, in his opinion, a gamer is someone that likes playing video games on any console. By that, you don't need to make money for it too. Yeah, making money is a whole separate thing, Marma. That is a whole separate thing. They're just gamers both ways. I think people need to participate more in the community. Well, I say community, but community and culture. Making money makes you a professional gamer. Yeah. Well, okay, so that's like culture and community. That's what makes you the gamer. That's what makes you the chess nerd. That's what makes you the soccer player, the soccer enthusiast, the fan, whatever. If you're way into coding and you really like programming, right? And so you visit Reddit subreddits for coding, and you have a little side business, and you watch videos. You watch videos of, there's streamers and there's, YouTube channels and stuff of like coding and stuff like that. So if you're part of that, then you're a coder, or you're, a fan of coding. I don't know, programmer, nerd, I don't know, whatever you want to really call yourself. I don't know. This is just one example, but you see this, I carved this pipe. It's made out of wood, right? Every once in a while, it smells good. Every once in a while, I'll pull out this pipe and show you guys on the stream, but I made this pipe, and I have some flavored tobacco. I have some flavored tobacco, and I smoke a pipe bowl every once in a while, but I do not consider myself a pipe smoker. I do not consider myself a smoker. I do not consider myself a carpenter. I've made a couple of things out of wood, like a pipe, like some necklaces, a pipe, my bench. I did a bench for like the dining room table. I made a bench. The desk, you can kind of see the corner of it right here. You can kind of see the chair. You can kind of see corner of the desk right there. I made that desk out of pallet wood. Like, I've made some stuff I made this back in high school. I made this lamp. It's just pretty cool. It's like yeah. So, I mean, I've made a lot of stuff out of wood, but I don't consider myself a carpenter, right? I might watch some woodworking YouTube videos, but I don't necessarily consider myself a carpenter. If you haven't railed racial slurs in a COD lobby, then you're not a gamer. Like a fucking hobbit. Yeah. In fact, Barb. Oh my fuck. Oh no, okay. So I'm a pipe layer. Hey, Cuddy, hey! I'm actually making another one. Not to get into this, but, here's the size of the other pipe that I made. And here's the other one here, maybe. There we go. So I'm slowly making another one. My parents cut down a cherry tree, 2 big cherry trees in front of their house. And so I grabbed a couple pieces of the wood, and I split one of them in half. And so I've been making this pipe from the cherry wood. And it's a little bit longer, so it's a lot more Hobbit-esque or Hobbit-like, so to speak. Anyways, I'm a Viking. Well, anyways, I don't know. It's interesting stuff. So one thing that I wanted to say is that these days, like, I have my main job. I have a second job that it's like a part-time contract gig, and then I also coach at the climbing gym. So I have like 2.5 jobs, kind of. So I don't really have a lot of time to play, to stream, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's like the time investment. I used to invest almost all of my time playing AOM. But I don't know, there's a difference between the amount of time, the focus, the emphasis you put onto certain stuff. I would consider myself a streamer before I consider myself a gamer. I'm a fucking Viking. I take that as a compliment, so thank you. I'm a Viking with all this beautiful technology, right? It's an interesting little juxtaposition between, hey, I do like beer, mead, right? Between all this like streaming technology. I work for 2 software companies. I also do woodworking stuff, I don't know, it's kind of funny. At least one time you say you need to open the PC and play a video game, you're a gamer. Ooh, Marma. Maybe I'm a gamer.